Good morning. Everybody, all you kids, take your seats now. Kids. Well, welcome to Unity of Port St. Lucie. Thanks for your presence and attendance this morning in person. And we welcome our friends on YouTube. Your presence is always appreciated as well. Let's begin our service with opening song, One Light. And I believe that it's that inner light that gives us our inner peace. So let's relax and consider these words and sentiments from our prayer for inner peace. I open my heart and mind this morning to the presence of God that is within me and in every one and everything, that one power and one presence. I let God's peace fill my being. In this presence, I am peaceful, poised, confident, and strong. I relax in God's loving care and release all my cares, knowing that God is upholding me and sustaining me in all that I do. God's presence calms me, quiets the storms around me, and leads me to a place of perfect peace. As I center myself in that peaceful presence this morning, I let go of every concern and relax in the safety of God's love and in the love of those around me. I find Unity of Port St. Lucie a sanctuary of love and peace, and I am open and receptive to receive all it has to soothe my mind and soul this day. And so it is. Amen. Would you join with me in repeating our statement of faith? There is only one power and one presence in my life and in the universe, God the good, omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence. And our core values, why are we here? Unity of Port St. Lucie encourages diversity, embraces harmonious and creative pursuits of truth and knowledge in a safe environment to achieve balance and wholeness in the world. Now, since Nancy just walked in, she's going to have to repeat those all by herself. No, welcome again. Let's have our little friendly, socially distanced greetings.
Are you far enough away? Can I talk to you? Good morning, y'all.
Now, this morning we have a new congregational song. I guess you guys are going to step us through the first few bars. It's called I Can Live It.
I can live it. And it speaks for itself. Linda and I are going to do the chorus first so you can hear it, and then we're going to do one verse, and then everyone is going to join in and sing with us. It's a very easy song. I don't write difficult songs. Hey, you didn't sing.
Hey, I'm here.
Oh my goodness. You're an optical illusion.
Oh my God.
Christ in me now, I can live. Turn the mic on, yeah. I can hear the voice inside. I can still enjoy the ride. Things are changing every day. Peace and love paves the way. I can do it, I can be it. Christ in me now, I can live it. I can do it, I can be it. Christ in me now, I can live it. Okay, see, you got it.
Great song.
Now we're really going to sing it.
Now you can stand up.
Now you can stand up and sing it.
Just came.
Oh, Linda's here. Hello, Linda. We're glad you could make it. Yeah, we'll get you that new watch for Christmas. I can do it. I can be it. Christ in me now. I can live it. I can do it. I can be it. Christ in me now. I can live it. I can hear the voice inside. I can still enjoy the ride. Things are changing every day. Peace and love paves the way. I can do it. I can be it. Christ in me now. I can live it. I can do it. I can be it. In Christ in me now. I can live it. Past is gone. I remember healing brings a better. Life's fine, of happiness. We enjoy, we share it. I can do it, I can be it. Christ in me now, I can live it. I can be it, I can be it. Christ in me now, I can live it. I can do it, I can be it. Christ in me now, I can live it. I can do it, I can be it. Christ in me now, I can live it. I can do it, I can be it. Christ in me now, I can live it. I can do it, I can be it. Christ in me now, I can live it.
Very nice. I'll have to send a letter to the graphics department for the misspelling on the lyric there. Anyway, that's okay. This morning's daily word will be read to us by Estelle. You're up there, Estelle. Yes. Surprise, 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 Sergeant Carter. Okay. There you go.
Okay. The word of today is faith. With faith, nothing is impossible for me. With gratitude, I use my faith to trust in the good that is always present, even when I am not yet manifested. As I pray with faith, I discern the truth that always endures through even the most difficult circumstances, and I concentrate on harmony and love. All thoughts of lack, limitation, and discord simply dissolve. As I speak with faith, I use positive words to express my belief in myself and others as divine beings. As I act with faith, I access deep, lasting strength and fortitude that help me surmount any challenges. Inspired by my faith, I move forward with confidence. Nothing is impossible for me. If you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, "Move from here to there," and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. That's Matthew 17:20. And will everybody say the affirmation with me? With faith, nothing is impossible for me. Thank you.
I invite you, if you haven't already, to close your eyes. Take a couple of deep, centering breaths. By that I mean you draw that breath into the center of your being, into your core, into your heart space. Drawing breath in. Relaxing, letting go, releasing any tension, releasing any worry, letting go of any judgment. Certainly, all fear. We release it. We let it be. And we begin to quiet our minds, focusing on our breath. Relaxing more deeply each time we set our attention on our breath and the way it feels moving in through our nostrils. We feel the coolness of it. We acknowledge the life energy it is. We focus on that. We simply are right now. God is, and we are. We become very mindful of every sound we hear, every sensation we feel. We become mindful of every thought that passes through our minds right now as we sit in deep relaxation. We consider the words of the song. We can do it. We can do this. We can live it. We already know it. We can be it. Love, peace, joy. We can be it. We can live it. Let us sit with those ideas in the silence together. In the silence. And then very slowly and very gently, we begin to return our attention to the outer. We move slowly from within to without, having grounded ourselves in our greatest truth. When we're ready, we open up our eyes, expressing our gratitude by singing together, Alleluia. One more time, with a smile, eyes wide open, some light in the room maybe. Hallelujah. 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 Good morning, all of you. I saw some smiles. How's everybody doing? Good, good. You were having lots of fun. I could hear it when I parked my car out here. It had already begun in here. You all were making some joyful noise in this space. And what loving greetings and teasing when people enter the room that we love. Family members are home. So welcome to all of you. 2 weeks ago, I stood up here and talked about our divine purpose. You remember that, those of you who were here? And I went on and on about how I think that right now, at least, I am living mine with all of my attention and real clear about my intention. And then I had an opportunity to talk about that with a couple of people here. And then I was interviewed for someone's blog, and the subject was purpose. She didn't know that I'd just spoken about it, by the way. So I pulled my notes out of my file and prepared myself for that interview. So I had another opportunity to talk about purpose, and she challenged me on it a little bit. So because of that, and because of some feedback I heard from a couple of you, I have something to say. It is true, crystal clear to me, that I'm living on purpose right now. That's my truth with a capital T. You may not feel like you are. That's what I heard from several people. I heard people say, I can't figure out what it is. And that caused me to feel badly, lest I let anyone with the impression that there's something wrong if you are not living on purpose, if you haven't defined your purpose, if you can't articulate it, etc. That's just not so. So I decided to take it a little further. So I went back to my book, What Are You? By Imelda Shanklin. And I reviewed 2 chapters of hers in there, and I came up with this idea. Imelda says, whether or not the thing you're doing every day is your purpose, your divine purpose, whether or not that's true, each one of us has a supreme objective, and it trumps divine purpose. It's more important. And it's true for each of us. The supreme objective, she says, is to let the power of God function as you. Let the power of God function as you. That, she said, is our supreme objective. I resonate with those words. How about you? You know, that's what we're all about in Unity, figuring out how we do that and then practicing it together. And not just Unity, certainly. Hear me say that as well. There are a lot of faith traditions doing the very same thing. Unity happens to be the one that I know the best. The point, friends, is it's important to talk about it because right now, the universe is calling us loudly and clearly. You can change the word universe to God if you want, because it means the same thing. For the purposes of this talk, I want to use the word universe. The universe is calling us. I hear it more loudly right now in my life than I have ever heard it before. And I've always paid attention my whole life. You know, back in the 60s and 70s, I was demonstrating. I was sitting in. I was organizing protest groups. I did all of that. And I thought then that the call was loud. It was nothing compared to what is happening now. You know that, do you not? I hear it spoken about everywhere I go. There is no escaping it. I agreed some months ago to participate in a weekly metaphysical discussion group online with some dear friends, dear friends. several of whom have been studying either science of mind or Christian Science or Unity for many more years than I. And during our call this week, one of them shocked me when she shared with all the rest of us that she just can't get it together right now. She can't. She knows what we say. She knows that in order to see peace, we have to be peace. She doesn't need me to say it. She knows it. And she says, try as she might, she just can't pull it off right now. And guess what? She's not alone. I look at what dear friends are posting on Facebook. Some of them spiritual leaders. I'm reading their words and I'm going, whoa. People are really hurting, friends, including ourselves. I'm not immune. I have my moments. The universe is calling us. That pain is speaking volumes to us. Volumes. Otherwise, we wouldn't be experiencing it. It is screaming, it is begging, it is crying out for us to do something. During that metaphysical discussion this week online, I took a leap of faith. I conjured up all the love that I could feel in my heart, all the love that I could feel in my heart. And I said to these people, friends of mine, gently, one of the things we can do is stop talking about the pain. Y'all are spending too much time talking about the pain. Be careful. Where your attention goes, your experience grows. Be careful. Please, if not for your sake, for mine. And I don't mean just me, Linda, I mean all of us. So you know we're all in this together. You know what you feel, I feel. You know what you say, I feel. Be careful. Our job, I think, if you agree with me that our supreme objective is to express God, our job is to be superior at it. Nothing less is going to work right now, friends. Nothing less will work right now. We have to be superior at it. Have to be, must be, for the sake of the planet, for the sake of our children, our nieces, nephews, grandchildren, for the sake of the next generation and the one after that. We have to be superior workers. Let me share something that was written back in 1930 by this sweet, sweet, quiet woman, Imelda Shanklin, because her words are every bit as important now, if not more so, than when she wrote them. She says, if you're a superior worker, you know that you can win, and you make yourself win. If you're a mediocre worker, you will neglect to take with you to your daily occupation the most necessary of all tools, your confidence. You become discontent, chronically unsuccessful. You set your success in the future, and there it remains. You claim that your troubles are due to injustice somewhere else. And pause for a moment for you to reflect on that. You say that economic inequalities forbid you success. Really? I don't think so. The only thing standing between you and your success is yourself. You think that the remedy for your trouble lies in the acts of others? But listen to what you say. When I overhear conversations, I'm hearing a lot of it. Lots and lots and lots of it. So why should we be surprised at this chaotic environment in which we're living right now? She says, you're convinced that legislation can do for you what you have not done for yourself. 1930, quiet, diminutive little woman walking around Unity Village in a state of prayer, 24/7, reaching out through the ethers, saying, wake up. The universe is calling us. She says social customs and legislated laws are the expressions of the mental and the moral development of the people who live in the areas where those laws operate. Now, you may say to me, I don't agree with that law. I would never vote for someone that passed that law. I don't support that law. And yet you're talking about it a whole lot with a great deal of anxiety and agitation, so you perpetuate it. She says, if you demand that changes be made in the unwritten and in the written laws that operate in your area, begin the changes by making change in yourself. In doing this, she says, you'll create an unvoiced but nevertheless definite call for those laws. You create a call for those laws when you make the change in yourself. Make yourself a beneficiary of better laws, even before they're created. Justice isn't dead, not asleep, it's not on vacation. The better customs and laws that you wish to see in operation will begin to act at the moment of humanity's readiness for them. The universe is calling us to be ready for them. We can't really know what's coming. And you may say it's fun to speculate, but be careful. If you perpetuate all the worst-case scenarios in your language, in your heart, by your words, by your thoughts, guess what? You give them your power. Friends, this is the truth with a capital T. This is what we signed on to study together, you and I. Governments are as good and as just as are warranted by the intelligence and the consciousness of the people governed. There are a whole lot of people who feel the same way we do, all around the world. I think they're in the majority. Truly, I do. If you don't, maybe you're looking in the wrong places. Seek out the evidence you need to support the idea that the world is magnificent, that we're safe. She says, you are equipped to meet the demands of every sphere that you enter. You are equipped. We've got all the right stuff, friends. There's the good news. We have all the right stuff, all of it. We have equipment. we need to practice using it better than we've ever used it before. Better, superior workers we need to become. Those are our 12 powers. For those of you new to Unity, and I'm not sure how many of people there are like that here, but maybe on YouTube, some of you are relatively new to Unity. We believe with all of our hearts, all of our minds, all of our spirits, that we are invested with the attributes of God. Those are the 12 powers that describe those attributes right there. Use them. Call on them. Pray for any combination of them or one of them to be activated, quickened in you. Whichever one you need. Are you feeling joyless? Then call on your power of joy. Call on it. Name it. Thank God for the quickening of it in your life. Do it consistently. Do not focus on the lack of it. Call it up. That's what a superior worker does. That's how we use our tools as masters. If you're feeling a lack of faith right now, call it up. Call it up because you have it. You have it in spades. You just have to quicken it in you. Exercise it faithfully. That's what superior workers do. Master craftsmen we can be with this teaching. And what a difference we will make as a result. Imelda Shanklin says we have 2 more tools that she focused on for a good bit in her book. One is our brains. Are you using it? Are you applying it to this stuff? Are you applying it to these teachings? Are you reminding yourself with the daily reading of the daily word in the morning, maybe? Are you jumping online to see who's done a talk on YouTube that is aligned with your belief system? Have you registered for the workshops I told you are going to be available tomorrow for free using Zoom? Sponsored by Unity, where you know what you're going to hear is precisely what you need to hear right now. We need all of the reinforcement that we can get. All of us. And there's so much of it out there. I'm overwhelmed by all the choices. People that you would customarily pay thousands of dollars to travel and go here are making themselves available online for free. Free. And don't use the excuse that you don't have Zoom. Ask me how to get it. Seriously, friends. You can hang out all by yourself and feel woeful. Or you can do something. We need you to do something. The universe is calling. Right? You know what to do. She says our environment. She says that life is our field. Let me share this with you. She says, life is virgin soil. Within you are gifts. Within you are abilities. Within you are treasures and powers. These you may find and enjoy, but you'll have to bring them into the realm where you can be of service to the universe. To make your mind yield in the abundance that will nourish and enrich you, you have to cultivate it. You will have to delve below the surface of appearance for the treasures of life. You'll have to separate the jewel from its enshrouding clay. You'll have to harness the energy that now dissipates itself aimlessly and transform it into motive and illumination. Your equipment in detail is the mechanism of heaven. If you do not apply your equipment, it remains of no value to you. If you do not use it, you will lose it. You will forget about it. And what will replace it? That which you're hearing everywhere you turn about hopelessness, about what might happen. You know, there are people spending so much energy on what might happen, I don't know that they know their own names anymore. I don't want to hear about what might happen, friends. I don't want to go down that road. I don't want you to go down that road. Really, I don't. I love you. I don't want you to go down that road. Those of you listening by YouTube, don't go down that road. Be a superior worker. Use the tools that you have. The world is your field. Your field. Your playground, if you will. It's your marble, and you're going to chisel your own magnificent creation. Use your mind. Use all your powers. I love this. You diffuse yourself through humanity. What you are makes itself felt. You know, I talk about the fact that there's no separation between us. And I talk about the fact that if we could just see, if our eyes were capable of seeing nothing but particles moving, you know, no definition, just particles moving, we would see that there is no separation. We are all mingling in the same dust particles. We are all part of those same particles. So what you feel diffuses. It infuses your environment. That's how it works. That's the truth. The world is your field, your energy field. You are responsible for it. Yeah, you are responsible for it. What does that responsibility look like? Be confident. Be confident in your ability to do this. Some of you have taken gobs of Unity classes. Some of you have listened to gobs and gobs of Unity talks and read gobs and gobs of Unity books and books that are aligned with Unity's teachings. Okay? Now, use your tools because the universe is calling you right now. Be confident. You understand this stuff. You know the truth of it. Be confident in your ability to use it successfully. Your thoughts, life, work make social change. Your thoughts make social change. Your thoughts. Powerful energy, your thoughts. You have active influence in all spheres of your life. You came into the world equipped to meet every demand that the world will make of you. You've got it all. I've got it all. We've got it all. We've got the power. We've got the power to change the world in a way that lifts everybody up, in a way that causes joy to simply multiply exponentially so that everybody feels it. We've got the power. We've got the power to create a world of mutual respect. We have the power by our thoughts, by our actions, by our words. Every word you say contributes to the creation of a new universe. What are your words sounding like? I know how tempting it is to become engaged in a discussion of politics. It's so tempting. Watch your words. Do not speak that which you don't want to see. Don't give the undesirable your power. If you don't like something, taking away your power, your attention is what you want to do. Don't talk about it. Don't engage in endless conversations about oh my God, you know what's going to happen now. No, as a matter of fact, I don't. And neither do you. But by voicing it, we're creating it. Now, what do you want to talk about? Just saying. Right? You can do that lovingly. Maybe I didn't sound so loving just now, more like a mom or a school teacher. I'm so sorry. My heart aches. I am not immune to feeling sadness, disappointment. I'm not immune. But when those feelings come up inside of me, I have to, friends, I have to, for my sake, the sake of my health, for the sake of the universe, for your sake, I have to stop. I have to pause. I must pause and shift my feelings, my thoughts, and certainly mark my words. And I don't always have the right words. If somebody's telling me for sure something horrible is going to happen now, I have to just sometimes say, yeah, I don't see it that way. I don't think so. In fact, nope, I know so. Really? You know what? It's just a knowing. It's just a knowing. Pardon me for not being able to put it into words, but it's a knowing. I know it as sure as I'm standing here. Doesn't have to be that way. Let's stop talking about the fact that it might be that way. Right? Yeah, can you do it? Can you do it? Yeah. Raise your hand if you can do it. Look at that. All of you on YouTube, raise your hand right now if you can do it. These silly guys are sitting over here with 4 hands up in the air, waving all over the place. I love you guys. Yeah. So, don't look outside yourself for any answers. Don't look outside yourself right now for inspiration unless you're watching some of those offerings on YouTube or Zoom that I suggested that are available to you. We're going to work on getting Wi-Fi here in the church, so if you can't do it at home, we can come in here and sit as a group and watch some of this stuff together and pass popcorn and talk about it on the big screen. We can watch it together. Yeah, because they're so, and it's going to remain that way for at least a year. Yeah, that's what I think. And it's all good. Because that provides us an opportunity to up our game, right? To become master craftsmen using our tools. to create such a strong, powerful community of like-minded people that they say, oh my God, there's a light shining over that building over there. What in the heck is going on? Do you believe it's possible? Thank you. Do you believe it's possible?
Yes.
We need to bring some B12 in. Remember this. You remember the good witch? I wondered how you spelled her name, and it says up there Glinda, Glinda. I always wondered how, is that right? Glinda spelled Glinda. Remember when she said to Dorothy, you had the power inside of you all along. Dorothy's running around looking for the power, the wizard and the this and the that. And Glinda said, you had it inside of you all along. You have it inside of you. You have it inside of you. So click those red heels. Click those red heels, right? Call on that fairy dust and spread it all over the world. I love you dearly. Thank you.
Well, that was one of the most powerful messages I've heard lately. Thank you very much. Spot on.
Thank you.
Yep. Look at that, I just changed. There we go. That's good. So after that, we're only going to be treated to more blessings. Jeff and Linda, please. Never could have made it. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Excellent stuff. Time for our offerings and tithes. Our offering plates are socially distancing back there, so we'll take our offerings in our hands and say the blessing together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love because I love to give. Prayer support today will be compliments of Linda Woodcox over there in the little sitting area. What's going on this week? Prayer circle on Thursday. Yoga with Lana on Tuesday. First Friday book club is October 2nd. Now, September gives me the opportunity to have 3 Tuesdays, every spaced 2 weeks apart, so that's why we're going to have an extra Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, 27th. Now, Reverend Linda has a book study teed up, right?
Yes.
Want to say a few words about it? Because I don't know what you're going to talk about.
Do I have to? Yeah. Do I have to use the mic? I'm going to do another book study, and it's going to start on October 7th. The name of the book is called The Universe Has Your Back. It was written by Gabrielle Bernstein. It's a big, hot item these days. Lots of people are on fire about Gabby's work. She's young, she's beautiful, and she is way wiser than her years. I'm going to do it on Zoom. I've already got almost 30 people registered. I want to include you guys. Please join me. We're going to do it Wednesday evenings from 7 to 8:30 p.m. I always send out discussion questions the week before so that when you come to our meeting, you're prepared to talk about a couple of things that I've jotted down, and it just helps keep the conversation going. So if you want to join, tell me today or email me, and if you have any questions about it, see me, because I'd like to see some of you there. Thanks.
Thanks, Linda. I could not have done that any better.
Good to know.
The retreat that we heard about earlier is scheduled for the 27th and 8th.
Tomorrow, it starts tomorrow morning.
Here we go.
28 tomorrow.
So thank you all for coming today. Thank you for your presence. That's probably the most important thing of these meetings. We do appreciate all the support that we get. So here we are, except for Mr. Shepherd.
Yeah, oh, I got my spot.
Yeah.
We will be having choir rehearsal this Wednesday at 6 p.m.
6
All are
p.m.
welcome. All you have to do is open your mouth.
Sherry, anything? Well, we have board meetings after service. That's about it. Okay?
Sherry has nothing to say?
Peace song.
Let there be peace on earth.
light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. God. Thank you.